And every time you see fucking Oprah, you see fucking Gayle. Best friends. Is what they say. I've never seen best friends like that. We ain't seen Stephanie in 30 motherfucking years. Who is loving Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King? Each other! But we don't want to say the shit out loud because it's Oprah fucking Winfrey. I'm too motherfucking old to be scared of this bitch. I'm too old to be intimidated by this bitch. I'm too old to hold the motherfucking truth. You know why I fuck with Oprah Winfrey, Melvin? Because that bitch tried to fuck with me privately. Well, I'm a public bitch. You tried to fuck with me behind closed doors. Bitch, open the door up. Ding dong, I'm gonna let your motherfucking ass in. Now, are you gonna fuck her or not? Fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. Fuck you, Tyler Perry. Fuck that motherfuckers. I said it, say it with me. Fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. Fuck you, Tyler Perry. You motherfucker. Now some niggas got scared. They was like, you going too far, bitch. I love that black raggedy bitch. I love that black simple-minded motherfucker. I love Oprah Winfrey's black ass. And we just need to bring her back to black. We need to bring that bitch back to motherfucking black. Are you an Oprah Winfrey fan? Yes. Okay, well, I'm not apologizing. For any motherfucking thing I say. What's your name, brother? Bill? What did he say? Melvin. We need you to help us bring that bitch back to black. I need you to bend her the fuck over.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of DeAndre Dobbs The Show, episode 207. Happy Sunday. Back with another video for y'all today. And as y'all may see, I just got done getting dressed. I combed my hair out. Want to try something new. You know, try something new. I said today's Sunday. I said I might as well go on and get dressed and do some content. And got me a nice Pepsi. And we're gonna talk about today's show. I want to thank y'all for who has been tuning in. The last video I did on Dan Snyder, Dan Signature, whatever his name is. That's the last video I did. But today is going to be a video about Monique, once again, a person that has been in the media ever since the end of 2023, and she's still in the media. And it is still on my mind. And I know a bunch of y'all probably saying that's watching this video, it's other things that you can talk about. It's other things going on. It's other things going on. And I can clear that up. But now I am going to... Yeah, hold on, y'all. I feel like this is a topic that I need to just discuss and get off. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and whenever I have a new video uploaded, just click on it and start watching. So we're fixing to go ahead and get started. Now, before we get started, I just want y'all to know I'm going to keep it real, keep it 100. Not going to hold anything back. But the thing with me, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to be respectful about it. I'm not going to blast. I'm just going to be honest. Because I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to put sugar on it. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to be honest. So here we go. So we're going to talk about Monique. And she basically was at... she was performing live once again recently, and she was just doing her comedy and everything. And for those of you that don't know who Monique is, which I think most of you should know who Monique is. Monique is an Oscar award winner. She's a comedian. She's an actress. She rose to fame when she was on Def Comedy Jam, BET Comic View, and she had her own show, The Parkers, which aired from 1999 to 2004. And she played in films such as Fat Girls, Hair Show, Two Can Play That Game, Precious, and Almost Christmas, and many, many more. So, and she was on Queens of Comedy. She was on Queens of Comedy with Adele, some more, Laura Hayes, and more. And I think it's very good to say that, you know, Monique, she has had her, she has been in her thing. She's been in her thing. She has been acting, doing comedian things for a very long time. And for that, I must applaud her on it because she really broke down barriers. And honestly, I think this was at a time when Monique was, to me, this when Monique was cool. She was cool, she was funny, she was, you know, down to earth in this the Parkers, Queens of Comedy, Def Comedy Jam, Two Can Play That Game, Three Strikes, and many, many more. Soul Plane, she played in all the stuff. This in the era of Hair Show, this when she was cool. This was in Monique's era. This when she was cool. This when she was cool. This is when she was respected. This is when, you know, you didn't hear all this stuff about her, and you didn't hear all this mess that she talking that she is now. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Monique didn't speak some values on some things. Some things she spoke, it was, you know, it was kind of there. It was kind of true and all this and that, but in the long run, she, in my opinion, she is studied. She is still um holding on to some hurt, and she's still holding on to that bitterness and that angerness and that all this BSing that she got going on still. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about in her recent show that she did live. And sorry y'all. And what I mean by that is, in her live set and on her tour, I believe, on her tour, she was instead of talking about Oprah Winfrey, she was instead of talking about Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels. But for Lee Daniels, I believe her and Lee Daniels, they have reconciled. Um, they have squashed their beef or whatever problems they had. They have threw theirs away. But in reality, Monique is still talking about Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. And I'm gonna tell you what she said. She was asking one of the fans that was at a show, and asked them, was he a fan of Oprah Winfrey? And I think he said yeah. And then Monique was like, "Well, I'm gonna need you to do. I need you to take Oprah Winfrey, and I need you to F her back to black." I can't say what I want to say on here. She say, "Get Oprah Winfrey all that money she got and F her back to black. F her back to black and bring her back to the black side." That's basically what Monique said, allegedly. And I watched the video, and I'm gonna see can I find it. If y'all saw it in the beginning, I found it. And if y'all didn't see it, I don't have it. But you know, I'm always come with my receipts. She was talking about Oprah Winfrey, all this and that, the bitterness that she had with Oprah Winfrey still has, and she is still talking about Tyler Perry as well. Now, this is my opinion, and my opinion alone, and I'm gonna stick with it. Okay, whatever problem that happened, that is between Oprah and Monique, whatever problem she had with Tyler Perry, that's between Tyler Perry and Monique. Now, in some cases, Monique, she had a point. Like, I'm not gonna do anything for free. You're gonna have to pay me. Pay me for my work, pay me for my hard work. Okay, she got a point. She got a point. Back then when all this stuff escalated around the movie Precious and everything getting promoted and her show, the Monique show and everything. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I understand. You upset. You upset. You hurt. You filled with so much anger and animosity back then. This was in the 2009, 2010 era. Okay, that's cool. But you won the Oscar as well. Congratulations to you. You won the Oscar. You're an Oscar award winner. Congratulations. That's good for you. Good, Monique. Good. But at some point in time, when something dies down over the decade and everything, when something dies down, let it die down. Let it die down. And let it just slow cook and let it marinate and just let it cool down. But I don't know what brought it back up. Either she was doing an interview. No. I'll tell you what brought it back up. What brought it back up was when Monique was getting blackballed. Y'all remember she was getting blackballed? She was getting blackballed because of what was it? She was getting blackballed because I don't know what's the deal with Netflix and that deal with Netflix and that deal and Amy Schumer, because basically Monique got mad that Amy Schumer was getting more than she was on Netflix special. So Monique wanted to sue or boycott Netflix. It was one of the two. Then she got mad on the View. She went on the View and that's when her and Oprah Winfrey and many others had got into it. So I believe that's what happened. I guess she got tired and she brought it back up. She brought it back up. She just didn't want to leave well enough alone. And I'm going to tell you this too. I'm going to tell you this too in a little bit. But for her to, say all this in her special, talking about Oprah Winfrey, talking about Tyler Perry, talking about her son, and cussing him out and everything. Okay, basically, it basically tells you what type of person that Monique is. Monique, she used to be cool in the early 2000s up to 2000 and 2008. But when 2009, 2010 and up hit, Monique just kind of went down. Was nobody checking for Monique? Nobody was checking for her. Was nobody looking for her? Was nobody doing nothing? But I'm going to tell you the main reason why was nobody checking for her when she got blackballed. It's because her husband is her manager. That's the main reason ain't nobody checking for her. Because when you got Monique, you got a husband, which I can understand. That's her husband, yay. But in some forms of fashions, I understand that that's your husband and all. But some things your husband shouldn't get involved in. If you are in a project and your husband does not have no consent and then sign anything, then he shouldn't be a part of it. Now, I understand that's your husband, that's your manager, but sometimes you can't let your spouses be your manager. Sometimes you can't let people close to you be your manager, because if they ain't had no experience and if they ain't had that recognition, then hey, they shouldn't be part of it. They shouldn't be in it. And that's why Monique, in my opinion, that's why I believe she got blackballed, and that's why I believe she does not have anything going for herself, instead of telling jokes that she think is funny, but really it's not funny anymore. So honestly, she used to be funny, she used to be cool, but when 2009, 2010 hit and up, that's when you really saw the real Monique. Now I understand some things she was saying, yeah, it made sense about not getting paid in Hollywood. calling out Tyler Perry and stuff. I understand. You did what you did with Oprah and Tyler Perry. But talking about it still in your stand-up, that lets people know, and that lets the world know you still is filled with so much bitterness and angerness. It's basically, it's time to let it go. At some point, she has got to let it go. Because this happened over 14, 15 years ago, and she is still holding on to this. So at some point, you got to let it go. What's done is done. You ain't gonna never get no apology out of Oprah and Tyler Perry. You still going after them. You ain't. And that's why half of Hollywood, and that's why half of the industry, and that's why half of the peoples don't want to fool with them. Because I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. But I can tell you this. What happened with Monique and Oprah is years ago, Oprah bought Monique's brother or family onto the show. And I think at that time, Monique had some problems going on with her family, but I'm not sure how true it is. But it is alleged that Monique was sexually assaulted by one of her family members. I don't know, was it her brother? I don't know, was it her father or whoever it was. But I think it was one of them. She was assaulted by her family, sexual assaulted by her family, one of her family members. So I believe Oprah found it out, and she brought her family, Monique family, on the show. And I believe it made Monique uncomfortable, and it made Monique feel some type of way. That could be why Monique is still hot at Oprah over that whole deal. That's why I believe in my mind that Monique is mad at Oprah about. Because you can go and look it up and see it, because I've read it. That's why Monique is still heated at Oprah. And it could be something with the Precious thing as well with Tyler Perry. Now, I will say this. When she said that, everybody was calling her crazy and bitter just because she spoke up on behalf of Black Hollywood, that the actresses is not getting paid the way they're supposed to. Okay, she said people were calling her bitter. But when Taraji says it, is like, she basically was saying everybody, giving Taraji all the praise and everything. But when Monique said it, everybody want to get upset with her. I, for one, I was, at that point in time, I did not know what was going on with Monique. I got mad as well, but I didn't know. I didn't. But at that point in time, I didn't know, I didn't understand. But as the years progressed, other peoples were saying it. So it's like, what Monique is saying is true. And if that is the case, what happened between Tyler Perry not wanting to pay her what she's worth and what she's done, then maybe that's a problem. That's the issue. But because I don't think nobody want to work for free. I know I don't want to work for free. I wouldn't want to work for free either. And sometimes, people say you should be humble. Well, let me tell you this. You can be humble. Yeah, be humble. Be humble when it's beneficial. Be humble when you need to be humble. Don't be humble in the wrong situation. If something is benefiting you and you know it ain't right, sometimes you shouldn't be humble and sit down and be quiet. Sometimes you should basically speak your truth, but speak it in a way for people can understand. Don't take it and go too far with it. Don't go too far with it and, do this and do that. I hope I'm making sense, because that's basically what I'm trying to say. And that's what I believe Monique did. Now, some things she say, it kind of makes sense. But then other things is like, no, some things you just gotta let go. And this is just how I feel. She should just let this whole thing with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry go. Precious was a good movie to me. I like the movie Precious. But let me tell you this though. I'm not going to take away the fact that Monique acted her ass off in that movie. Monique played that damn role to a T, in my opinion. She did that. She did that. She played that role super good. She played that role like it was supposed to be played. I will give her that. But this extra stuff going on these shows that she's doing, I understand that's her show. But if you gotta use Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey and joke about them in your special, whatever it is, if you gotta say Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, or whoever you got beef with and try to joke about that and make it funny, then honey, you need to go get you some more jokes. Because honestly, Monique, you know, she used to be funny, but now it's kind of like it's not there anymore. But that's not taking away the legendary stuff that she was in, that she made legendary. The Parkers, Hair Show, Def Comedy Jam, BET Comic View, etc., etc. But if you got to use them peoples to make yourself relevant, and if you got to use those peoples that you joked about and make fun of your son just to make yourself feel better and good, and if you got to include your husband in your business, in your problem that's between you and your child that you gave birth to, that he ain't got nothing to do with, then I don't know. I understand that that's your husband. Y'all might got an agreement. And like literally, she sat there and said nothing. So basically, I don't know. But honestly, this is just my opinion, and I'm going to say it, and that's going to be the end of my video. At some point, you got to let it go. It's over with. 14, 15 years into rivalry. You got to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Turn the other way. What happened, happened. And I hope you heal from it. I hope she finds the healing that she deserves. Because we get it. You want your apology from Tyler Perry. You want your apology from Oprah. If you keep dragging them, you're not going to get it. So, that's just how I see it. So, what do y'all think about this topic that we talked about today with Tyler Perry and Oprah? What did y'all think about this topic? Should Monique let it go and give up, let it go, let it die down, and just move on? Or what do you think? Leave your comments below. What do you think about this whole situation? Should Monique just literally, could she just let it go and move on and try to build a relationship with her son? Should she do that? So what do you all think? What do you all think about this whole situation? So let me know. So I think that will be my video for today, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. I hope y'all enjoy. Thank y'all for watching, and I will have this video up soon as possible. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all, and happy Sunday, and enjoy y'all day. Love y'all. Bye-bye.